If you visit the
Oh,
people of the
then we get
springs
back.
in Natlan, look out for the water sports shop with the questionable-looking floaters and surfboards on display at the entrance.
Oh.
That shop belongs to Mualani,
Oh.
a surfer girl likely to come crashing into your life unannounced, like a rogue wave onto the shore.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Okay, but it's...
Thanks in part to her tribal background, Mualani's connection to the hydro element runs deep. Her versatile elemental skill lets her travel on water and boosts her attacks by charging them up through collisions with enemies. With her elemental skill, Mualani can whip out her surfboard at a moment's notice, ready to navigate the waves at high speed. She also gains Night Soul points and enters the Night Soul's blessing state. In this state, Mualani continuously consumes Night Soul points as she rides her Sharky surfboard. Her movement speed is increased. And as well as being able to travel on water, she can even surf along liquid phlogiston without suffering damage. When all Night Soul points are used up, or when her elemental skill is used again, the Night Soul's blessing state ends.
Oh.
In areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if the active character enters a specific state, Mualani can take the field already in the Night Soul's blessing state, with Night Soul points available. Additionally, when Mualani surfs on water or liquid phlogiston in the Night Soul's blessing state, she will consume Night Soul points or phlogiston at a slower rate. In the Night Soul's blessing state, Mualani's normal attack is replaced with the more powerful Sharky's Bite, which deals hydro damage based on Mualani's max HP.
Okay, so full time of that shit.
Colliding with an enemy in this state tags them, and gives Mualani 1 stack of wave momentum.
Attack, yeah.
Wave momentum has a maximum of 3 stacks,
Okay.
and each stack increases the damage dealt by Sharky's Bite. When 3 stacks are reached, Sharky's Bite is replaced with Sharky's Surging Bite, further increasing the damage dealt. Wave momentum is then cleared. Additionally, when an enemy is attacked by Sharky's Bite, their tag is removed, and shark missiles are fired at up to a certain number of tagged enemies nearby. Shark missiles deal hydro damage and remove their target's tag.
Okay.
After unlocking the talent Heat-Resistant Freshwater Floater, striking an enemy with Sharky's Surging Bite will generate a floater nearby. Mualani can collect floaters she herself has generated to restore her Night Soul points.
Oh, okay.
Catch an epic wave! Whoosh!
Ultimate.
Mualani's Elemental Burst fires a Super Shark Missile,
Oh.
which homes in on enemies and deals AoE Hydro damage based on her max
Oh.
HP.
What is this?
After unlocking the talent Natlan's Greatest Guide, when a nearby party member triggers a Night Soul Burst, Mualani gains Wave Chaser's exploits. Using her Elemental Burst clears all Wave Chaser's exploits to increase the damage dealt by this burst. Staying positive and optimistic often makes a person far more productive. When Mualani is in the party, interacting with certain harvestable items in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics will restore an amount of phlogiston.
Oh.
Also, nearby Natlan regional specialties will be marked on the minimap. If you vacation in the People of the Springs
That's interesting
territory,
talent.
Mualani will be more than happy to be your local guide. But anyone who steps out of line will find themselves in hot water. Mualani starts the battle by using her elemental skill to enter the Night Soul's blessing state. Then she surfs the battlefield, tagging enemies and charging her wave momentum. At charge level 3, she performs a Sharky's Surging Bite, harnessing all her surfing prowess to deal increased damage to enemies. When energy is full, Mualani fires off a Super Shark Missile, and she and Sharky ride the tide to victory.
Okay, that was funny.
Like many business people, Mualani entertains certain superstitions about wealth generation, such as a belief in good omens. Perhaps that's why she likes to visit Citlali and have her fortune told.
Oh.
But I don't think Mualani has blind faith in the answers she gets. More likely, she's simply curious about what's next in store for her. What or who is waiting around the corner.
The trap.
And if the omens bode ill, no big deal. She'll either bide her time till her luck turns around, or charge on through to the other side. Sometimes spontaneity is a powerful force that can drive away bad luck.
Okay, Danzini. Okay, we have now Anicha, let's listen her in two versions, English and Japanese. Let's see.
The land of the Children of Echoes
Oh.
is rich in gemstones. Naturally, the tribe has no shortage of skilled miners.
Fancy as well, okay.
Kachina may appear small compared to her fellow tribespeople, but what she lacks in height, she makes up for in sheer
Breakdance.
enthusiasm.
Wow! I can join the team?
Kachina uses the power of her geovision to operate Turbo Twirly, a geo-construct which she can ride to quickly scale walls and get around.
Oh,
This sturdy drill can also dig her out of trouble when she commands it to act
okay, I
independently
see.
in combat. With her elemental skill,
No, go
Kachina
Turbo.
gains a set amount of Night Soul points, enters the Night Soul's blessing state, and summons Turbo Twirly. Turbo Twirly can be summoned in two ways. Tapping the skill summons Turbo Twirly as an independent construct, while holding the skill allows her to ride it.
Okay.
While Turbo Twirly is present, using Kachina's elemental skill will switch between the mounted and unmounted modes. In the mounted mode, Kachina moves and scales walls more rapidly.
Oh, boy.
Her normal attack is converted to a ground slam, which deals AoE
Oh,
geo damage
oh.
based on her defense.
Okay.
In the unmounted
Oh.
mode, Turbo Twirly acts as a geo construct that performs periodic attacks. All of Turbo Twirly's abilities consume Kachina's Night Soul points. When Kachina exits the Night Soul's blessing state, Turbo Twirly will disappear. After unlocking the talent The Weight of Stone, damage dealt by Turbo Twirly will be increased based on Kachina's defense.
Ah, so this is why
Get back!
this polar arm is so good for
With
her.
her elemental burst, Kachina summons Turbo Twirly to her side and strikes the ground. This attack deals AoE geo damage based on her defense and creates a Turbo Drill Field. This field increases the AoE of Turbo Twirly's attacks and boosts its movement speed when mounted. After unlocking the talent Mountain Echoes, Kachina will gain a geo damage bonus when a nearby party member triggers a Night Soul Burst. Behind the scenes, Kachina is always quietly striving to discover new things about herself and the wider world. If Kachina is in your party, interacting with certain harvestable items in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics will restore stamina. Also, nearby Natlan regional specialties will be marked on the minimap. In
Okay.
areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if the active character enters a specific state, Kachina can take the field already in the Night Soul's blessing
Oh,
state,
boy.
mounted on Turbo Twirly, with Night Soul points available. Also, within Natlan, Kachina will consume less stamina while climbing walls on Turbo Twirly.
Oh.
Kachina
bad.
is an avid collector, in general, but especially of shiny gemstones. If anyone tries to take them, she'll stop at nothing to teach them the perils of greed.
She have other parts.
In battle, Kachina holds her elemental skill to mount Turbo Twirly and quickly maneuver through enemy lines. Then, tapping her skill, she leaves Turbo Twirly among the enemies to attack them with the support of her party members, dealing even greater damage. When energy is
Whoa.
full, Kachina creates a Turbo Drill Field, mounts Turbo Twirly once more, and unleashes repeated ground slam attacks
And look at
to
him.
clear out her enemies for good. Kachina excels at unearthing precious gems, but falls short when it comes to recognizing her own strengths. An anxious person, she worries about causing trouble for others and fears her efforts will prove futile. She tries to visualize challenges like an ore mine, where victory, much like a gemstone, can be unearthed with enough effort. That's not a bad approach, but if she could only turn that thought process inward, she wouldn't have to dig deep to find the treasure trove of potential and resilience she already has.
Oh, okay.